New this morning, we've learned one man is hurt after he was shot near East 16th Avenue and Lansing Street in Aurora. The man was taken to the hospital with serious injuries. Police say the people involved in the shooting caused a two-car crash at East Montview Boulevard and Peoria Street. The suspects escaped, and there's no information about them at this time.
And happening today, a major upgrade of the 5G network nationwide, except for areas near airports. I'm Darius Johnson, tracking the latest in studio this morning. The CEOs of 10 airlines said new 5G towers could cause 1,000 flight disruptions a day. Phone companies disputed those warnings, but some of the biggest companies adjusted their plans. Both AT&T and Verizon are delaying their rollout of some of those towers for the time being. Now, regardless of when it happens near DIA, the 5G rollout could impact your travel experience. We'll dig into the concerns surrounding these towers ahead at 6:30. For now, I'm Darius Johnson, 9 News.
Darius, thank you. And new overnight, investigators have identified numerous, quote, misleading statements and omissions in tax submissions and financial statements from the Trump Organization. The Office of New York Attorney General Letitia James says that it now needs a testimony from former President Trump and 2 of his children, Ivanka and Donald Jr., to determine their knowledge of that situation.
An update now from the Colorado State Patrol. CSP is investigating after an Aurora police officer hit and killed a man that they say was lying in the street on Monday night. Now, we told you about this as breaking news yesterday morning. Investigators say an on-duty police officer was in his patrol car on Quincy Avenue when he hit the man in the street. He was wearing dark clothing at the time. They say the man is from Salt Lake City and was seen highly intoxicated at a nearby store before the accident. The officer is on administrative leave while this is being investigated.
Today and tomorrow, Boulder will host a meeting focused on rebuilding, getting rid of debris and public health issues. The meeting is virtual, runs from 6 to 8 p.m. Residents can register online. Today's focus is unincorporated Boulder County, and tomorrow is for all residents focused on debris and public health. Right now, a local artist is doing what she can to help Marshall Fire survivors. Yeah, specifically the people who lost their pets in the fire.
Dana Burke lives in Boulder. She says she uses art when words aren't enough, making personalized keepsakes for people who lost a family pet.
They lost 2 pets, Fudge and Riley. So I'm making one for both of those guys. They love you just the way you are, and you love them so perfectly. It's like you get to be your best self with your animals.
It's certainly heartbreaking, but I love what she's doing. Dana has worked on about 18 orders so far. If you are someone who wants one, we have all her information on our website, 9news.com.
Tomorrow marks 3 weeks since a Vista Adventist hospital evacuated patients as workers watched the Marshall Fire close in on them. The hospital officially reopened on Tuesday. Our team got a first-hand look inside at the repairs and the cleanup.
The entire ceiling was pulled down and put back up again, brand new. A lot of our mattresses have been replaced. They had smoke damage. All our supplies, everything has been restored, gone, all paper that was in the department. So it's been good for us in many ways, just to help us start new policies and procedures and get things more streamlined for us.
Employees have been working at other hospitals during the cleanup. 16 of them lost their own homes. Centura Health says it is offering financial support.
Expect to see more controlled burns. The Biden administration created a $50 billion plan for hotspots where nature and neighborhoods collide. The work will begin this year and focus on areas where wildfires have wiped out entire neighborhoods. California, Sierra Nevada mountains, and the east side of the Rockies here in Colorado are expected to be the 2 areas that get the most help. And today, President Biden will hold his second formal press conference as he wraps up his first year in office. We're taking a live look at the White House. NBC's Bree Jackson reports from Washington, where Biden is expected to highlight his administration's accomplishments and face tough questions on his shortfalls.
Good morning, Natasha. Today we expect to hear President Biden tout successes like the bipartisan infrastructure law. But facing a COVID surge and record high inflation, President Biden is plotting a reset for year 2. President Biden rounding out his first year in office. With poll numbers down, the president is eager to make a shift.
There's a lot of talk about disappointments and things we haven't gotten done.
Instead, the administration is touting legislative successes so far, pointing to strong job growth and other policies aimed at helping Americans.
And it was the direct result of actions taken by President Biden and Democrats in Congress, including the American Rescue Plan, the vaccination effort it helped fund, and now the bipartisan infrastructure law.
The White House also bracing for tough questions on key setbacks, like the seemingly doomed voting rights push in the Senate.
Once again, no one denies the path ahead is an uphill struggle.
Republicans argue Democrats' policies have made matters worse.
We have inflation, a pandemic, rampant violent crime, a border crisis.
Senior administration officials say the president plans to focus less on conversations with Congress and speaking more directly to the public.
The environment has to improve, and the major thing there is people feeling better about the pandemic.
Supporters of the president want less talk and more action.
He's a single person that can't do it by himself, but his job is to surround himself with people that can do it.
Part of the White House's strategy, showcasing what they see as the president's greatest strength, his empathy and ability to connect with everyday people. There were some foreign policy disappointments. Some members of Congress and the public were not happy with President Biden's pullout of U.S. troops from Afghanistan. In Washington, I'm Bree Jackson for 9 News.